The second day of the Santos Tour Down Under, Stage 2, heading from nearby Unley to the centre of Adelaide, upwards to Stirling in the Adelaide Hills. 132 riders cheered away for what was quite a long and neutralised section before the race was given the start proper. Just to the foot of the expressway which takes you on the road to Melbourne, the riders were given the all clear, and immediately an attack coming from the Belgian climber Thomas de Gent. The race were now heading towards 5 circuits around a mountainous Stirling, and very soon de Gent was joined by Manuel Burrow. Behind came Patrick Lane and Jon Alfredo. 4 riders, 4 teams, 4 different nations, all trying to be first up the mountain on Rangeview Road. The young leader of the tour, his first day in the ochre jersey, was Orica Green Edge Caleb Ewan. But today his team had thoughts for someone else on that squad, Simon Gerrans, a 3-time winner of this race. 1 kilometre from the summit and the battle was on for the first Subaru King of the Mountain points, and it was Manuel Burrow who went over the top in first place, the 16 points giving him the race lead in the Subaru King of the Mountains competition. But that was the end of the breakaway. After just 14 kilometres, the field had regrouped and were now under the control of Orica Green Edge. The riders now racing onto the first of 5 circuits around Stirling. Into Heathfield, 28 kilometres covered, Simon Gerrans scoring a massive bonus, 3 seconds. This race was won by 2 a year ago. Then towards the end of that circuit, Adam Hansen, the Queenslander from Cairns, was trying an unusual move. Having ridden this race 8 times, he decided to try a long one. Leading in the II Net competition at Heathfield next time around, it was left to Gerrans to clean up second place, another 2 seconds in the bank for him. With the speeds up, so too the temperature. The temperature's running all day at around 30 to 31 degrees Celsius. Adam Hansen was feeling rather at home. At this time of the year, the sun always shines just off the Coral Sea. The laps continued, but the field were paying a lot of attention to one of the most famous men in world cycling. This man has ridden 20 Grand Tours of France, Spain and Italy. There was trouble in the peloton, delaying the chase as well, as Pozzovivo here, a good climber, had had a collision with a parked car. He was okay, his team waited for him, he got back in the race. 1 lap to go, it was about to all end for Adam Hansen. He went out onto the last lap with a lead of just 39 seconds, having never gained more than 2¼ minutes. The field were now all together and everything to race for. The man who won the day was most likely become the leader of the race because there was a 10-second win bonus on offer. What's the right of the picture? That's the new American professional on the World Tour team of Trek, Kiel Reinen. Took that corner a bit too quick. He punctured in both tyres, so he had to wait for service and he would finish behind the race. Rather sad for Kiel Reinen because he's actually breaking through this year, and with plenty of better days for him ahead. Then the high pace of the last 7 kilometre time put the end of hopes of Caleb Ewan as he dropped away from the leaderboard. But that was the plan. He was rather hoping now that Simon Gerrans on the team will be the next man in lead. A late attack from the British champion Peter Kenyuk. Watch the centre of your picture because there was a touch of wheels, and amongst the fallers there, Simon Gerrans and Daryl Impey Lever Vestra. The race continued towards the line. All of the fallers would be given the same time as the winner because it was inside the last kilometre to the finish. And as they raced up towards the line, leaving Geraint Thomas also in trouble at the finish line, it was going to be a shock for the others. This was a crash which caught out some of the big names of the day and the week. But shoulder to shoulder towards the line, Jay McCarthy in the yellow on the right was about to steal his first victory as a professional, beating Diego Ulissi, who was winner here in 2014. Third across the line, Rowan Dennis, last year's winner, and getting a valuable small-time bonus as well. But for Jay McCarthy, at just 23 years of age, he was now in the big time as he rides for the World Tour team Tinkoff.
Jay McCarthy, that was a little bit of a confusing sprint towards the end, but Team Tinkoff certainly had a plan today.
Yeah, definitely. Before the stage in the room, been eyeing up for this stage for a few years now, and I know this year coming to this race that I was in really good shape, and even before the start I was hoping that I'd get my chance on this stage, and the team sat down before the race and said they would support me today, and I'm glad I could deliver for them.
Tough day of racing here around Stirling, it always is. What does this do and what does it set up for you for the rest of the week?
Well, definitely I had the chance to go for the GC this week as well, so it's great to come out and get the victory today, but my week's not finished yet even. So now I have to go back, recover, and hopefully prepare for tomorrow's stage over the corkscrew. Even the stage to Victor Harbour, there could be some crosswinds in the climb with 28 kilometres to go, and then of course Wollonga on the last stage. So there's plenty more work ahead of us, and hope we can keep getting more results.
Have attended your race.
So for McCarthy, the man from Tinkoff now the new leader of the race by just a few seconds, with another tough day tomorrow, which includes the climb of the infamous Corkscrew Hill, as the riders will complete a ride of 139 kilometres to Campbelltown. But for this man, do you think he cares? No. Right now, he is the leader of the Santos Tour Down Under, and he's bringing his World Tour team right to the top of the pile.
And there's an extra prize. And Jay will be back shortly to have a few words.